Shabbat Shalom. Awesome. Okay. Super cool. Just wind me up and push. But Gabrielle, we are being taped. Ha 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 ha. Is that a bad joke or what? Thank you. That was Eliana.
We appreciate honesty.
Candidness. Yes. And we're going to get started in just a moment. Thank you for your patience and Shabbat Shalom to all our friends on Zoom. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mama Newman. Mama Newman, who I heard is coming here for Rosh Hashanah. Yay. Are you starting to walk soon? Or are you going to fly? Fly. Yay. And I feel like Romper Room. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Elsa. Elsa's here tonight. At least on your dress she is. Like, turn around, say Shabbat Shalom, and you don't know their names. There you go. That's always lovely.
I lied. I do need a piece of tape on my shirt.
Beautiful. And
hello. Shabbat Shalom.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Not quite.
Hello. Can everyone hear me? Is my microphone working? Hello.
Can Zoom
Testing.
people hear, Gabrielle?
You can hear me online.
Okay.
I don't
Yes,
hear me in the sanctuary.
It's getting better.
Hello. Can you hear me in the sanctuary? Listen to the dulcet tones of my voice, welcoming you to Shabbat. Hello. Okay, so everybody on Zoom can hear me, and I know how to project, so I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
This is part of the reason why you sit up close, right? Just in case something like this happens.
Exactly. And I have a feeling there are going to be more friends joining us as time goes by. So, all right.
All right, everybody.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I can't wait for Shabbat. It's been a long week. And lots of things have happened. So, you know, as we're getting ready to start, it's just, I'd like to know from our friends in the front row, what was one super duper thing that happened this week to you? Can you think of something? Maybe at school or at home? Tell me something that happened. Did great on a test.
Was it a math test? What test was it?
ELA.
English?
Language
Excellent.
arts. English language arts, I'll bet, right?
That is amazing.
I get it right.
Congratulations.
Okay. Asa. Sure.
Ace is going to say something that happened last week.
100 on a math test.
Asa got 100 on his math
Wow.
test.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
What did you do, Gigi? You went to your new school. That is super duper.
That's
Yay.
so brave. Going to a new school can be scary. That's
Yeah.
so brave of you.
Noah, what happened to you this week? A big ball in the batting cages. I bet you've got good aim.
Daddy's nodding.
Took off
Oh,
your dad's tummy by that much. Oh my goodness.
That's why Daddy's nodding.
That's right.
Oh.
Barely got out of the way, Dad. Okay. You know what? Watch out for the windows. All right. How about our grown-ups? Did anything happen great this week for our grown-ups? Yes. Yay. Mr. Fisher woke up this morning. He's on the right side of the grass. Woohoo. Good. I like that.
I don't think I've heard that.
Yes. Yes, Sanford. Walked a mile and a half.
That's amazing.
You know what? That walk a mile in your shoes, right? A mile and a half in your
That's
shoes.
a very important half.
You bet. That's great. Anyone else?
Yes.
All right. Yes, Mr. Goldman. A successful presentation at work on Wednesday. Super.
And it can be very scary making presentations and speaking in front of people.
Yeah.
So that was very brave of you.
Yeah. It can be scary singing in front of people too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got lots of singing going on tonight, but you've got some helpers in the front row. And I
do.
know. And
I
on
do.
Zoom and here in our sanctuary and all around the world, Jewish people are singing tonight because it is.
Not quite, almost.
Don't rush it.
Almost. But it is Shabbat.
It is Shabbat. And so we're going to celebrate Shabbat together if you're ready. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's learn a little song. I'm gonna sing a little bit, and then when you feel comfortable, join me. Here's what it sounds like, okay? Shabbat, shalom, Shabbat, shalom. Try that. Shabbat, shalom, Shabbat, shalom. Let's do it all together. Shabbat, shalom, Shabbat, shalom, Shabbat, shalom, Shabbat, shalom. Excellent, everybody. Does anybody know what Shabbat Shalom means? We hear it a lot, especially on Shabbat, but what does Shabbat Shalom mean? That's a really cool interpretation. You know, Hebrew can be interpreted many different ways. Yeah, that's wonderful. So,
Thank you, God, for
what does
giving me
Shalom mean? Yes, Asa. Hello,
Yes.
goodbye, and peace. That is absolutely right. And do you think Shabbat Shalom means goodbye, Shabbat? It could. Do you think it means hello, Shabbat? It could. Do you think it means peaceful Shabbat? Yes. So it depends on when we're saying it. So we say Shabbat Shalom, and we're welcoming Shabbat, but we are also wishing each other a Shabbat of peace.
Do you know how to do shalom in sign language, Gabrielle? I'll show you. It's like hello, hello, peace.
Oh.
Isn't that beautiful?
Hello.
Hello, hello, peace. I love that.
I love that too. Thank you for teaching me that. So now, do we have Rachel? Are you reading something? Okay. Yes, Newberg family, please come to the bima.
We have some new friends in the sanctuary, so we're going to light candles, welcoming Shabbat. And Gabrielle,
In 2
Rachel's
seconds.
going to.
Keep speaking into it. Hello.
As we prepare to light the Shabbat candles, as the Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Use the mic.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much.
And if any of our friends would like to go at any point during the service to light a candle for your family, we have candles in 2 different places so that you can light Shabbat candles yourself. Okay. We're going to continue in our Sidurim on page 130 with a song called Lechu Niranana, which means, come, let us sing. And so,
Joyously even.
Joyously. If you're joyous and you're happy about singing, what might you do?
Sing louder.
Sing louder? What else?
Sing with a smile on my face.
Absolutely. So let's sing with a smile on our face and with good voice.
Lechu Niranana l'Adonai.
We sang out beautifully, loudly, in good voice. And now we're going to sing a song for Shabbat.
And we're going to stand.
We are, because it's called.
So for those of you who have not been with us before on a family service, our shiru involves some movement. So make sure you have enough space, okay? Maybe do a little bit of this. Make sure you aren't hitting the person next to you, okay? All right? And follow as I do, okay? Shiru, shir hallelu, shir hallelu, shir hallelujah. Shiru, shir hallelu, shir hallelujah. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. L'Adonai.
like to do art? Art. Art can be drawing. Art can be painting. Art can be singing. Art can be dancing. All of those things are art. And in Israel, there is a city called Shabbat in the very north of Israel where they do a lot of art. And there is a song that was written there called Lecha Dodi. And we're going to sing a song called Lecha Dodi about the Sabbath queen. How many of you have ever seen a queen?
Not in person.
On TV? How many of you have ever seen a bride or a groom at a wedding? How many of you have ever been a bride or a groom at a wedding? And how many of you would like to be a bride or a groom at a wedding? Okay. Well, the person who wrote this song talked about Shabbat as a bride. And so when we get to the last part of the song, we're going to stand up and look at the door as if the bride is coming in the door. And if you close your eyes, you might even be able to see her in your imagination. Okay. Lecha Dodi.
Page 138. Lecha Dodi likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmi'anu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad Shem letiferet v'lithilah
But while we're standing here, shall we dance to Tzadika Tamar?
Don't sit down just yet. I made that mistake last month. Please, friends, join me. I'm going to teach you a dance. And don't worry, I'm not a dancer, so it's not a very involved dance at all.
We're on page 140 for those who want to follow in this
Yes,
tour.
on the bottom paragraph of the
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot of room up here. There's a lot of room up here for dancing. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Just throwing it
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. Throwing it out there. Okay. So,
Okay.
follow my feet.
Or I'll do it so that you can look at the congregation, and I'll look at the arc so that people are going the right way or whatever.
Well,
go
we go-
whichever way you want.
They're doing what I do.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. Okay, fine.
So just follow me. It's fine. Okay. Ready? Here we go.
We rehearsed this.
Tzadik katama yifrach yifrach, tzadik katama yifrach. Hip, hip, very important. Now I just want to emphasize the hips are very important, okay? So let's do that again. So it's the same thing, but going this way, and we end with the hips. So let's really make sure those hips are in it, okay? Ready? Here we go. That way. Tzadik katama yifrach yifrach, tzadik katama yifrach, hip, hip. There we go. And then the next part. Ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, yiske. Do that again. Ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, yiske. Are we ready to up the tempo? Okay, just a little bit. 1, 2, ready, go. Tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach. Ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, yiske. Even faster, here we go. Tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach. Ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon. My microphone. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Are you okay? You're fine. He's fine, everybody. Am I okay? Ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, ke'eres balvanon yiske, yiske. Excellent, everybody.
I love it.
Only one potential casualty, and it didn't happen. We're
Super
good.
duper.
Okay.
We're gonna now leave Kabbalat Shabbat, the introduction, behind. We're going to do the Chatzi Kaddish. Is there anybody here who knows how to lead the Chatzi Kaddish besides Gabrielle and myself?
Who knows the Chatzi Kaddish? I'll do it with you. It's okay.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, Randy, come on up.
Excellent.
Yay.
And then maybe we can get this microphone.
I've
to
got it.
work.
I've got it. I've got one.
Oh, good.
Super
Oh, wait.
duper whooper.
Okay. That microphone. Yes.
We actually wanted you to do it by heart, but no.
I
Okay.
do it, but where are we? We ready?
Ready.
Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yalmad yivrak yirateh v'yamlich malchateh v'chayechon v'yomech v'yomechon v'kayedecho be'Yisrael v'agala v'agala uzman karim v'meru amen. שמי רבא מבורך, לעולם ולעולם אלמייך, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה ברכו להילל מכל ברכתה ושיבחתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמין רם בעלמא, ואמרו אמן.
חזן.
Page 146.
And we face the ark. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach leolam vaed. Hamevorach, hamevorach leolam vaed.
And you may be seated. Do you see how the sun is starting to go down outside? It means that in Judaism, we're getting ready for a new day. Yes. Sometimes we're awake when it gets light at the beginning of our secular day, and sometimes we're awake when the sun goes down. And we're going to sing a song about how day follows night and night follows day. Because who makes all of that happen in our universe? God, that is absolutely right. So we're going to sing about how the universe works now. How
Yeah.
about that, Gabrielle?
Now there's some hand motions with this, so follow what I do, okay?
Does Noah want to come up and help us, maybe? Do you want to come up and help us?
Do you want to come up and help?
Anybody
you can.
want to help us with the hand motions? Come on up here. You have to turn around and face the congregation so that you know. Come on up. Thank you. And Maura White's going to
Perfect.
lead us.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I will move it this way.
Good idea.
Welcome. All right. Perfect. Great.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla.
want you, friends, to look over there and tell me if you see somebody there that loves you. If you do, can you open your arms to them? Yes. Now go give them a big hug. That's how we feel when we are loved. Nice, warm hugs, even on a hot day. And in the universe, that's how we experience God as well, like a nice, big, warm hug. And the way we show God that we love God is by saying the Shema, that there's only one God like that. We don't have a God that does different things. Our God does it all. And so we're going to maybe close our eyes. We're going to think about God and all the ways that God loves us and how we can show our love for God just like our parents show their love for us and we show our love for our parents. Let's say the Shema together, maybe even sing it. Ready?
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
And the reason we say Echad is because there's another word in Hebrew that has a letter at the end that looks almost like the dalet. But if we were to say that word, it would mean others. And we don't want there to be other gods, acher.
I mean,
We want
that's not the vibe we're going for as
No.
Jews. That's not our
No,
Jewish vibe.
we're doing
Yeah.
echad. What does echad mean? One.
One.
And that's our God. So we show our love for God by doing a prayer called the Ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להוד על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Adonai Elohim Emet. How many of you have ever had to do something you didn't like to do? Yeah, had to work really hard maybe and didn't get to go out and play or didn't get to watch TV or play video games. You know, long time ago, our ancestors were in that very position. They had to work really, really hard. And then God did some wonderful things. And we got to do what we wanted to do. Walk 40 years in the desert.
Yay!
In the hot sun. But we didn't have to work so hard anymore. And so we have a song, a prayer called Micha Mocha, which is actually in our Torah. Who knows where the Torah is? Does anybody see a Torah? There, right behind me, you bet. And in our Torah, there is a beautiful song called Micha Mocha that talks about how we got to go out of Egypt and get ready to go into the place we wanted to go. And so we're going to sing so happily the Micha Mocha. You bet. And if you feel like dancing, you could get up and dance.
Ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la. Ay, ya la la, ya la la, ya la. Ay, ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ay, la la la, ya la la. Ay, la.
This is Genevieve's song.
Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai. Micha mocha nedor ba'kodesh. Micha mocha ba'elim
Genevieve, come join
Adonai.
us.
Micha mocha nedor ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot osefele. Nora tehilot osefele. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Yalalai. Yalalala, yalalala, yalalala. Ay, la, 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 yalalala, yalai. Ay, ya, la, ya, la, ya, la, yalalala. Ay, la, 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 yalalala. Ay, la,
So nice. And after they were walking and walking and walking in the hot, hot sun, the sun went down. And they laid their heads down and they started to think about it was dark. And they were hearing the sounds of the animals. What animals do you think they heard while they were walking through the desert?
What sound does a
Coyotes.
scorpion make? I'm gonna Google that later.
Yeah, we all need to know. Stars. They saw stars in the sky and the moon. And maybe they heard some bears. Do you think there were bears in the desert?
Ah, yes, the famed desert bears.
The desert bears.
Yes.
Right. Maybe lizards. Maybe little lizards. Bearded dragons and all kinds of wonderful animals. Crickets. Lots of crickets. I like the sound of crickets. There were no street lights, so it was pretty dark. Have any of you ever been scared when you're in the dark? Maybe they were scared too. And they started to think, maybe we need some help. Maybe we need some protection. Let's ask God for some protection. And so we're going to sing about protecting us at night from Hashkivenu on page 160 if you're following along.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. And then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu Eloheinu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim, ufros aleinu. Sukkot shmorecha, v'tavnenu b'tzar, tova milefanecha. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will say one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Yerushalayim.
Amen.
It's Shabbat.
It is?
I think it's getting there. And so let's talk about how important Shabbat is. You know that God told us we should celebrate Shabbat. It's in the Torah.
Right. But what do we do to celebrate Shabbat?
I don't know. How do we celebrate Shabbat? What do we do?
Give money to other people.
Give money to other people.
That's always a good mitzvah. That's always a
What do we call that?
Tzedakah. Yes.
Yes. What else do we do on Shabbat? We do candles. And the Kiddush cup.
Very true. And the big thing that we're supposed to do on Shabbat is rest. We aren't supposed to do any work. We're supposed to rest.
Mr.
Isn't that
Goldman
nice?
Had an idea for your big thing.
Yeah.
Challah.
And also challah.
A big challah.
Isn't that nice that we were commanded to
Eat
rest?
challah. Oh.
And also challah. Yes.
But I like that I get to take
We know where our priorities lie. I love resting.
And I love challah. So, and I'm going to make a challah this coming week again with apples and honey.
For anything in particular?
No, just like it.
Okay.
Maybe Rosh Hashanah.
Maybe Rosh Hashanah?
Ooh, we have 8, 9 days. Oh my. Take
Excuse
a breath.
me while I
Take a
stare
breath.
into the
Take
void.
a breath. We've
Okay,
got a
I'm good.
little work
I'm back.
to do.
We're good.
Okay, so there's a song called Vishamru. How about if we sing Vishamru about celebrating Shabbat?
All right, let me think.
It starts with the.
Right, but there's so many different melodies for
There
Vishamru.
are.
It's hard to pick.
Vishamru.
B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We're now going to have a private conversation with God, if you'd like. If you don't want to have a private conversation, there are words in our Siddur, starting on page 164 that you can follow. But we're going to stand up. We're going to face the Aron HaKodesh, the Ark, the Torah, and we're going to sing the introduction and then spend a very quiet moment having a conversation. Okay? Gabrielle, can you lead us into that?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. We are on the bottom of page 180. Say Shalom bimroma, hoya aseh Shalom aleinu. Oh, say Shalom bimroma, hoya aseh Shalom aleinu. Oh, say Shalom bimroma, hoya aseh Shalom aleinu. Hoya
We cap off our prayers with the Misha Beirach, a prayer for healing. How many of you have ever fallen down and hurt yourself? Yeah, I can see that, but they look like they're doing pretty well. Yeah. Oh, good. It's so nice. When I was a kid, you know what they would give us when we fell down and had an owie? A lifesaver candy. But those days are gone. We don't reward with food anymore.
You get a Band-Aid. I personally love Mickey Mouse and Friends Band-Aids. That's my choice. That's my number one choice.
Well,
for
now I know what to get you for your birthday.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And that's coming up tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
But we'll talk about birthdays later.
Later. But you know what? We all need a hug sometimes when we are feeling hurt, when we're sad, when we got an owie. And we might even say get well to somebody else who's having a day. And so we think in our minds and our hearts those whose names we'd like to maybe share with the congregation for those who need a little pat on the back or a hug. So if there is somebody that you would like to mention for Get Well, we would love to hear their names. And if you are on Zoom or Facebook or YouTube, we invite you to write their names in the chat box so that we can share those as well. So who would you like to mention who needs Get Well wishes? Anyone else?
I'm thinking of Red Gatos.
I'm thinking of Nancy Pearson. And is there anybody else whose name we should be mentioning from our social platforms?
And so for all of those who are in need of healing, we recite Misha Berach on page 371. Misha
say
Amen.
Amen. I would like to ask Maura White to join us up here with a special story for this time of the year.
And I'm actually going to invite all of the children to come up. I'm going to, Miriam,
Can
this one works?
that
Yay.
one's better.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'm going to actually, not up on the stairs. I want you to sit right up here. I'm going to sit on the stairs so I'm not towering over you. Or you can sit. I want to make sure everybody can see. And just so the kids in the back know, I did not put the pictures in the slideshow. So if you want to be able to see, you're going to have to come closer. You can come a little bit closer, but just, you can come closer, just maybe not on the stairs so that way you can see. Can we hear me? Yes, okay, fantastic. So the story I'm going to read is about this time of year, and Rabbi Miriam kind of hinted at it with the special flavoring of her challah. And you know what? You're not alone in wanting to make some challah with some apples and honey. Do you know why?
Because somebody in your book wanted to.
Because in this story, Big Sam, a Rosh Hashanah tall tale, we're going to learn all about the adventures and maybe a little bit of misadventures of making the biggest, best apple and honey challah. Yes, thank you. There we go. That's much better. And this story is by Eric A. Kimmel, illustrated by Jim Starr. Samson the giant, Big Sam to his friends, looked at the calendar. It's almost time for Rosh Hashanah, the new year. I'd better get started. I'll need to bake a special challah bread for Rosh Hashanah, said Big Sam. He dug a big hole in the ground to make a mixing bowl. It's still here today. We call it the Grand Canyon. Big Sam filled the hole with a mountain of flour, tons of sugar, barrels of yeast, a lake of oil, thousands of eggs, and a shovelful of salt. I'll need water, lots of it, said Big Sam. He dammed the Colorado River to make it flow through the canyon. It still flows through the Grand Canyon today. Big Sam hiked over to the redwood forest in California. He found a giant redwood blown over by a storm. He whittled it into the shape of a spoon. Big spoon. Big Sam started stirring. He mixed together all the flour, eggs, sugar, yeast, salt, oil, and water. Time to knead the dough, said Big Sam. He lifted the dough out of the Grand Canyon and carried it over to West Texas. He stomped down the hills to flatten the ground for kneading the dough. Parts of West Texas are still flat to this day. Big Sam laid down the dough and started kneading it. He pushed and pulled, he lifted it up and slammed it down. The dough began to feel light and smooth. Big Sam carried it up the Yellowstone River to a place where the ground steamed and smoked. Big Sam set the dough down near the geysers and let it rise. The dough rose in the warm steam until it was twice as big as before. Big Sam punched it down until the earth shook. He rolled the dough into a long rope. He wound the rope around and around and around to make a coil. Big Sam let the dough rise again until it was nearly as big as he was. And for somebody who could stomp down hills, that means it was very big. Almost done, said Big Sam. Now I'll brush the challah with egg yolks to make it brown and shiny, and I'll sprinkle it with poppy seeds. Big Sam had plenty of eggs left, but his poppy seed jar was empty. Big Sam ran to the rail yard in Denver. I need poppy seeds. I'll take all you have, he told the train workers. The train workers shook their heads. Can't help you, Big Sam. We're out of poppy seeds. We're out of everything. Haven't you heard? The Mississippi River's flooded. The rail bridge is out. Nothing's getting through. When will it be fixed? Big Sam asked. The train workers shrugged. Who knows? 3 months? It's a disaster. Big Sam moaned. I can't wait 3 months. It'll be Hanukkah by then. I'd better see what I can do. Big Sam hiked over to the Mississippi River. He saw the high water carrying trees and houses. The railroad bridge had fallen down. The tracks were underwater. Trains lined up along the tracks, unable to cross. Can you help us, Big Sam? The engineers asked. Big Sam waded into the river. Get ready, everybody, he said. When I say go, go. Big Sam crouched down. He lifted the train tracks and put them on his shoulders. Then he hollered, go! The train started up. One by one, they crossed the mighty Mississippi on Big Sam's shoulders. Everyone cheered for Big Sam. Hip, hip, hooray! Yeah. Big Sam headed back to Yellowstone with 2 boxcars of poppy seeds. He broke the eggs into Yellowstone Gorge and mixed them up with his redwood spoon. He pulled a fir tree out of the ground to make a brush. He brushed the egg onto the challah and sprinkled poppy seeds over it. He had just enough. I'd better order 3 boxcars of poppy seeds next year, said Big Sam. Big Sam carried the challah up to Mount St. Helens. He stuck his hand into the crater. It felt nice and warm inside the volcano, perfect for baking. Big Sam pulled the top off Mount St. Helens. He gently set the challah on the lava bed. Then he put the mountaintop back on. That's quite an oven he's made for himself. A challah that big will take a couple of days to bake, said Big Sam. I'll gather apples and honey while I wait. He went to his orchard. The trees were full of juicy red apples. Streams of honey flowed from the beehives. We've been busy, the bees buzzed. Good job, bees, said Big Sam. We're sure to have a happy and sweet year. Big Sam came back a few days later to check his challah. There it was, beautiful, golden, enormous. There's enough for everybody. Let's celebrate the new year. Come and eat, he hollered. 2 bald eagles circled Big Sam's head. Not so fast, Big Sam, the eagles called. You dropped a mountaintop on our forest. You knocked down our trees. You flattened our hills. You blocked our rivers. Didn't you think about the creatures who live here? What will we do now? Big Sam felt bad. He thought of the destruction he'd caused without thinking. I'm sorry, he told the eagles and all the other creatures who had lost their homes. I forgot that Rosh Hashanah is about mending the world. Whatever I did wrong, I'll make it right. I'll do it now. Big Sam rolled up his sleeves. He planted trees and flowers in the Grand Canyon, wherever trees and flowers could go. He filled the flat Texas prairie with wildflowers and grasses. He cleared away the boulders that blocked the rivers. He dug and cleared and planted until the forest looked the way it had before. Thank you, Big Sam, the eagles cried as they flew off to their nest. Thank you for letting me make our world better, Big Sam said. Now let's eat. People came from all over to join Big Sam. Paul Bunyan hiked down from the North Woods with his blue ox, Babe. Pecos Bill and Slewfoot Sue rode up from Texas. John Henry, the steel-driving man, brought his whole family from West Virginia. Annie and her crew pulled their float boat all the way up to the Mississippi River. They all came to share Big Sam's challah, to eat apples and honey, and to celebrate Rosh Hashanah together. Shana Tova, said Big Sam to his friends. Here's to a happy and sweet year for us and for everyone all over the world.
Those apples are so big.
They're so big, aren't they? They're so big. And you know what I really like about this story? Can you sit down so other people can see? Thank you. You know what I really like about this story is that the whole time, Sam was only thinking about trying to make a big giant challah enough for everybody to share with his friends. And along the way, even though he was trying to do something so nice, he still made some mistakes and accidentally hurt others along the way. And what did he do when he realized that he made some mistakes?
He fixed the world and he helped the animals get better.
That's right. He helped fix the world. He helped fix his mistakes and helped his friends, right? So you know what's really special about that is even if we make mistakes on accident, there's still space for us to find a way to make it better and make amends and help others. And tomorrow night, whenever we have our Slichot service, it's the start of the season where we're going to start thinking about that. All the adults and the kids, we all start thinking about how maybe this past year there were some things that we accidentally made some mistakes, and all the ways that we can grow from that and make them better as we move forward into the new year. And that's a really special thing. And I think Sam was a really good role model for us in that as we go forward into that year. Okay, and now actually I want the kids, can you come up with me and maybe Gabrielle? We're gonna walk up and stand to open the ark, okay? But we have to be really careful with it.
Let's open the doors of our ark so we can all see the Torahs. The Torahs are what we use to help make the world a better place by reading the rules. And Gabrielle's going to help us by opening the curtain. Aren't those Torahs beautiful? And tomorrow night, we're going to change the clothes on our Torahs. Right now, what color do you see on our Torahs? They're blue. We're going to change them to white. Just like, remember we saw that bride in our imaginations before? The bride that was getting a fresh start. So we are going to change the Torah covers to get a fresh start in our new year. So let's talk
Can
about
I stand over here? Is that okay? Because I want
making
people
the
to
world
see
a
the
better
inside.
place.
Can I stand over here?
with Hashevota,
Thank you. Yeah, now we can all see what's inside.
returning to God.
Until the curtain is closed. And now you may go back to your seat.
Everyone may be seated now.
They're people.
We take a moment to recall our loved ones whose days on this earth are no longer, those who died recently and those in years past. If you are in the first 7 days of mourning, in the Shiva period, I invite you to rise and share the name of your loved ones. If you're in the first 30 days of mourning, I invite you to rise and share the name of your loved one. If you are in the first year of mourning, you may rise and share your loved one's names.
I'm remembering Jonathan Kazin.
And if you have a Yortzeit, the anniversary of the death of a loved one, I invite you to rise and share the name of your loved ones. Are there names to be remembered on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube? Feel free to write their names in the chat box, and we will look at them after services. If it is your custom to rise for the Kaddish, I invite you to do so and join our mourners on page 598. As we say,
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah,
Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei,
B'chayechon u'v'yomechon, U'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'ladmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kodesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh Shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen.
May the one who reigns on high send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. And now, since we want to end our celebration on a happy note, we have some celebrations this month.
Simcha.
What does
Next slide. Please.
There we
Yay!
go. Woo-hoo. How many of you like balloons? Well, we don't have any tonight.
Thank goodness.
However, we want to celebrate birthdays and anniversaries of anybody here. And I don't know, is there anybody here who has a birthday in September?
Or an anniversary or
anybody?
something very special that you're celebrating. Please
All
rise.
Woo! Mr. John Goldman.
That's right. I am John Goldman, and on Sunday, September 18th, I will have a birthday.
Hey.
You want to share how many years?
I will be 47.
27?
47.
I said 47.
All right.
Nice.
Anybody else? I don't see anybody
No
else.
other
Nobody
birthdays
else.
or
Nobody
anniversaries or
I don't see
joyful
anybody.
things that people want to
Anybody?
share.
Anybody? Anybody? Gabrielle, why are you standing up?
All right, so my birthday is tomorrow.
Woo. You're in good company with Mr. Goldman there.
Yay. Yeah. So I'm very excited. I get to share joy with Brian's bar mitzvah tomorrow morning.
Yes, you do.
And I get I got a birthday, as I like to call it.
Shabbat
birthday.
Shabbat like
Yeah,
that.
and then also slichot in the evening. So
So
I
you've
get
got
to
a-
spend my birthday with my community.
Yes, you do. And so, is there anybody else celebrating a simcha, a happy occasion?
Okay, next time bring more happy occasions.
More happy occasions.
Come on,
Oh,
more
yes.
happy. Bring the
So,
happy.
In honor of all those, because this is the first time we are together celebrating number 47 and with
29.
at
No shame.
29.
No shame.
29.
I'll proudly say 30 as well, and all of them.
Does that
I'm
mean
fine.
you were
I'm fine.
18 when she was born. Not to make you feel.
Shechianu.
You bet. Auto for the first time in a new season.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
And we join together to celebrate with Kiddush. I'm going to ask the Goldman family to come up and help us lead Kiddush. And if I could
Audrey?
have
Could
a
you
couple
do
of
us a
moms
kind favor
or
and pass
dads
out the juice? That is the
You can take
silver
the
tray.
juice.
Thank you so much.
We need a 21-year-old
21 plus for
to
the wine.
who can.
Thank you.
There we go. Thank you, Melissa.
And the kiddush cup is right
oh,
there.
the big Kiddush cup.
Yes.
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 There
Are you
we
gonna
go.
help us with kiddush? I don't know why I said it like that. Kiddush.
There you go.
Hey.
Love it. We're on page 123 in our Siddur, if you're following along, or on our screen.
I think that the microphones work for Zoom. Here you go. Excellent. All right, and I will do, that's right, I'm doing the first part. I can hear you. Okay. Everybody have your juice or your wine? Here we go. Vayhi erev vayhi voker yom hashishi. Vayechu hashemayim v'ha'aretz v'chol tzeva'am. Vayechal Elohim bayom hashvihi melachto asher asa. Vayishbot bayom hashvihi mikol melachto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvihi vayikadesh oto. Ki vo Shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasot.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'rata b'hanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava u'b'ratzon hiknu lanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit. Ki hu yom tehillah lemikra kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Ki banu v'acharta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodeshecha, v'ahava u'v'ratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
L'chaim. Excellent.
You may be seated for just a moment. Before we finish our service, just a couple of announcements, and then we will bless our children and conclude our service. Tomorrow, we have our regular Havaya. Am I right, Rachel?
There is a bar mitzvah.
Yes, there's Havaya in the morning. Our children will come in for
Yes.
a little bit of the bar mitzvah. We celebrate Mazal Tov to the Vizina family on Ryan's bar mitzvah. Today is his birthday, turning 13. And we are very proud of him. He has worked very hard.
He is so excited.
He is very
Oh my
excited.
goodness, you guys.
So if you're not here in person, please tune in and celebrate with him as he leads our service, reads from the Torah. And then tomorrow night, starting at 5 o'clock, we are going to be welcoming in the High Holy Day season with our Slichot family activities and pizza. Who likes pizza? Me. And then at 6 o'clock, Rabbi Tilchin and Gabrielle will be leading Slichot services here in our sanctuary. That will end with an ice cream celebration from 7 to 7:30. Yay! Whipped cream. And then at 8 o'clock at Temple Beth Emet, those who would like to experience an adult Slichot again or differently will join there. I'll be in both places, so you can't have too much Slichot, you know. And then please watch your mail for important information about High Holy Days.
We have handbooks.
We have handbooks that you can pick up in the office, you can look online for. If you would like to participate in our services, please let us know so that we can include you. We would love for you to be there. Our doors are open. If you have family and friends who you would like to bring with you, just let the office know so that they can be given a name tag.
RSVP?
Yeah, that's
RSVP?
absolutely.
RSVP.
Yeah, that's the same. Contact the office.
Yes.
We have a security team that takes very good care of us, makes us feel safe.
They're very lovely.
And that's why we all wear name tags so that we know who's coming and going.
I was almost not let in. Once, yeah, because I wasn't wearing my name tag. So they're very serious.
You bet.
And I wasn't like, do you know who I am? I'm like,
And they said no.
They would have been like, lady, you need your badge. So that's how you know they're good.
They are very good. So please join us for High Holy Days. We have lovely, lovely services lined up, full array of experiences, and you are an important part of our community. So join us. I would like to ask our children to find their family members now. Everybody get together.
Everyone find an adult.
If
Find
you
an
don't
adult.
have an adult here with you, find another one. Adopt a kid of any age. You're never too young, never too old. And for our sons, we say, Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim v'chimenashe. May God make you to be the mensches, the good people like Ephraim and Menashe were to their parents and grandparents. For our daughters, we say, Yesimech Elohim keSarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May God make you to be like our ancestors Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, who cared for their families, loved their families, and were such important role models for us. And for all of our children, for all our community, and for the world, we say, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless us and keep us. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's face shine upon us and be gracious to us. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom. May God lift up God's countenance and grant us the greatest of all gifts, the gift of peace. Shalom. Our closing song. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Okay. Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lechem shalom. V'yasem lechem shalom. V'yasem lechem shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shalom.
ועשו לי מקדש ושכנתי בתוכם ואנחנו נברך יחד מעתה ועד עולם. Oh God, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat
Shabbat
Shalom to our
Shalom.
Zoom congregation.
Friends on Zoom, thank you so much for joining us.
Please join us for our Oneg Shabbat. I think it's out.